If I legally, historically, biblically, religiously, spiritually, financially, mentally, and federally defended every citizen in the state of Florida's basic rights with my basic rights given to every citizen in the state of Florida through the Florida Constitution, Section 2, entitled Basic Rights, that says all natural persons, female and male alike, are equal before the law and have inalienable rights, among which are the right to enjoy and defend life and liberty, to pursue happiness, to be rewarded for industry, and to acquire, possess, and protect property. And no person shall be deprived of any right because of race, religion, natural origin, or physical disability. Now, if I am defending your basic rights, then why would you take my basic rights to defend my children's and my wife's basic rights? See, that's what I never understood about religion, right? See, because, okay, the definition of religion, right, is a personal set or institutionalized system of religious attitudes. Now let's break that down. Attitude. The arrangement of the parts of a body or figure. So,
attitude.
See, now, that's, so, and then it says a position assumed for a specific purpose, excuse me. Because I'm tripping over this attitude is an arrangement of parts of a, I ain't never, attitude, I thought that's your mental, see, but this is what I'm saying. This is why I break this stuff down, because, okay, I'm saying, if I'm learning not about me, I know me, I'm learning about you, my opponent, or my enemy, or whatever, right? Now, I'm saying I'm an American, but I only know what you teach me. So that's why I'm going through this situation, learning how to teach. So I'm killing two birds with one stone. See, I'm killing my ignorance as I give birth to my wisdom, so I can feed my knowledge to my seeds and my Mother Earth, see, that created my seeds. Now, if you come into that lesson, then you become part of the lesson plan. But I planned for your entry, but I didn't know it was you that was entering. See what I'm saying? So now, that's why you see me crying sometimes, because I'm saying, man, if you didn't know who I am, how did I know what you would do? But your God says that he gave you free will. But what I'm saying is, if I'm my God and you have attacked me, what choice did I have other than to reveal you? What else could I do, right? So now, I'm trying to figure out the arrangement of the parts of a body or figure. It says, despite her in a reclined attitude. No, excuse me, depicted her in a, well, I gotta do that. I gotta look that up. So now, okay, depict. So it says to represent by or as if by a picture. So now, so that's what I'm saying. How is that reclining attitude? But hey, that's what they saying. And so a ballot position similar to a acrobat, in which the raised leg is bent at the knee. So a mental position. Okay, now this is a mental position with regard to a fact or state. So that's what I'm saying. That's an attitude, a mental position. So now, all my life, religious people been trying to get me to see my life through their eyes. And I'm saying, well, how can I live my life through your eyes when you keep saying what you can't do, but you tell me I can't do it? So I'm saying, okay, now, here I've done this, and then they get mad with, I'm saying, well, so I'm not supposed to do it because you can't do it, but you telling me you can't do it because you believe in Jesus, but you telling me to believe in Jesus, and I'm saying, well, then I wouldn't be able to do it. So now you have to not only argue with the devil, that the evil spirit, but you have to argue with the religious creation who's saying that you can't do what you've already done. So now that's what I'm saying. And then it's a feeling or emotion towards a fact or state. See, now that's a negative attitude. See, now this is a helpful attitude, a mental position with regard to a fact or state. And see, now the negative attitude is a feeling or emotion towards. See, so I'm in regard. See, I'm showing you that, hey, when they did this to me, I saw them doing it to you. So what I did is I took my inherent right, that's given to me in Section 1 of the Florida Constitution entitled Political Powers, which says all political power is inherent in the people. So see, once I saw your elected officials violating your inheritance, I then used my inherent right. Now let's see, this what get me, man, because I ain't want to be famous or nothing, but I don't want you to lie on me. See, I'm saying I know what I was doing. See, now, inherent is involved in the constitution or essential character of something. See, so my mother told me when I had did something, I don't remember what I did, but I remember what my mama said. And I said, Mama, everybody doing it. And she said, Tommy, it ain't everybody if you ain't doing it. Which made me see that I'm somebody. See what I'm saying? Because my daddy said I'm nobody. I ain't nothing. So now I'm saying, Mama, everybody doing it. She say, hey, it ain't everybody if you don't do it. Man, see, I'm an intellectual. So I'm like, man, that makes sense. So when I'm a legal person, I want to be a lawyer. My mama telling me, well, learn the laws. Well, that makes sense to me. Like, well, if I put myself in a bad position, then how can I get out of the position I put myself in? So see, my mama give me a thread and I the one pull it. So see, she just give me a thought and I take it so deep that I can then walk in it. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, say if you just drop a seed on the earth. Now, a bird might come get it, and it might the wind blow and dirt just cover it enough, and then some more dirt, and somebody come and pack it down, and then some more dirt, and just natural, this seed made it. But it had to go deep enough and be watered through the rain or whatever before it came up. But now if it's in a high traffic area, how it's gonna survive, because the same foot that patted the dirt down over it is the same foot gonna stump it when it's coming from, you see, through the earth, because it's not strong enough, see, because you gonna be knocking the tip of it, see, boom, boom, boom. So how can it get from under your foot, right? So how would you know? Like, so my mama, what she did was She gave me a seed. She planted it. I watered it till I understood its growth of me. Then I grew into my mother's understanding. See, first I had to get it, process it, so now I can recall it as I am it. Because I'm like, oh, see, back then, I made the necessary adjustments, and now I am my mother's child. See? And I'm my father's child, too. See, that's what I'm saying. I listen to them both. Why wouldn't I? I got two parents. Why would I listen to one and not the other? But I listened to one, I heard the other. I followed one, but I heard the other one. I got kicked out of school following one when I was 18, no future. So I had to follow the other one to build a future that I had messed up in my developmental years. So I have to be honest with my creations, because my story is what it is. But I'm showing, well, my daughter is the one that told me to breathe, that I have inspired her. And so, man, then that's all the father want to do, is inspire his child. Me anyway, because I was inspired, but different. You know what I mean? Like, I'm inspired by my father telling me what I can't do, because it had affected me one time. But I really didn't want to do that. You know what I mean? I didn't want to play sports. So I did, but I didn't, because it was a job, and I didn't want to work. so it didn't matter. Like they say, you know, this is what they used to say about me. They say he wouldn't work on a pie train, eating pies. Once I find out it's a job, I don't like pies no more. And it's funny because it was true. I just don't like working, because it's like you own me. See, and I don't like that. So that's why when you work for Chance Incorporated, I need you to become a character in this movie that I'm making, right? And I'm saying, hey, why wouldn't you become a rose if you're going to be in a garden? See, why would you be something ugly in yourself? Understanding what I'm saying, right? You can be what other people consider beautiful, but what you do belittles your beauty. And so then when you seen superficially. You're not seen in your beauty. You're seen from your booty. See what I'm saying? Or your muscles, or all of these superficial things, right? That can be enhanced. But see, the mind, the conversation, the flow of it, it is what it is. You got to be born with that tongue. You understand what I'm saying? So you can say what needs to be said, and you can say it in a way that people understand it. You feel me? So you know, some people can practice it, but then they are serpent in their tongue, so they don't have the love element that glues it together. See, cause people feel love. See, they get tricked by lust. And then when lust reveal itself, they so deep in lust that they think they in love. You feel me? But I'm gonna get off that. But listen, so this is what I'm saying. I use my inherent right, for which is involved in the Constitution, to then reveal my essential character, right? So now essential is defined as of, relating to, or constituting essence. See, now I'm giving you my essence, for which is defined as the individual, real, or ultimate nature of a thing, especially as opposed to its existence. So see, my truth, right, is now real. My reality is ultimate, and I am the individual who gave it all, is human, features, right? So my truth came from me. So now that's my truth and my existence are now separated because my truth was true. It was proven that before you knew who I was, my family saw who I became. Now you see who I became after I defended who I was. And that's why I'm asking my family, well, when did I change to you? When have I not been successful? But if you are blinded by my success, then my success has blinded you. It's not me, it's you. But okay, now check this. So now I'm gonna go, okay, so now you all for whom believe in the Old Testament, I'm gonna go get Zechariah like Jesus went, told his disciples to go get the ass with the coat and foal, right? So see, he told them so he can fulfill the prophecy. Now I'm going to get Zechariah from the King James Version of the Holy Bible to testify to who I am. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to go get somebody else's property, right? I'm going to go get the testimony that you say you read to show yourself approved, to approve my triumphant entry into your understanding. See, that's what I'm doing. So now this is what you say you believe about your coming Lord and Savior. So now I'm going to get Zechariah out of the, like I say, the King James Version of the Bible Hub edition, Zechariah 9. So I'm resurrecting Zechariah from the word. So I'm extracting him so he can testify to you out of Zechariah 9, verse 9 through 13, that says, rejoice greatly, O daughters of Zion. Shout, O daughters of Jerusalem. Behold, thy king cometh unto thee out of the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, as well as inside of the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, and now out of history, for which is defined as, see, because now I am history. I am the history of America and of the world, right? Because I am now defined as a chronological record of significant events inside of the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida, as well as in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida, such as those affecting a nation or institution in hoods, projects, communities, schools, colleges, universities, churches, temples, synagogues, mosques, detention centers, jails, and prisons all over the world, often including an explanation of their causes in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida, as well as in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida. But because your elected officials cannot tell the truth because the truth is not in them, I am now telling you the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So my truth can help your God defend you when in the judgment hall, when your God didn't defend Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee, nor did he defend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., nor did he defend Minister Malcolm X. But see, there is no statute of limitations on murder. So see, my God has come and fulfilled what their God failed to fulfill legally. So now I am a cause and an effect. I am love in the midst of hate. See, and I am surrounded by ignorance against the law, right? So now, So now it says, wait a minute. What the hell? Okay, no. So it says, he is just having salvation in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, as well as in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, for which is why he is now wondering, why would you even question his righteousness if he has proved that he's just in the judgment hall, where you say Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee paid for your sins. So how could he pay for your sins then and he didn't pay for his sins now? So you saying if Jesus was me, he wouldn't have had to pay for his sins now that he been reincarnated? See what I'm saying? So if you believe in reincarnation, don't you see that you would have to kill him again because you was reincarnated too? See, the high priest Caiaphas is going to be reincarnated just like Jesus. So at some point, the people in the crowd going to have to stop crucifying Jesus so he can actually be saved. But here we go. Lowly and riding upon an ass, upon a coat, the foal of an ass, in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida. See, I rode on the ass in court, and then I rode out of court on the Florida Constitution, the United States Constitution, the Florida Bill of Rights, the United States Bill of Rights, the United States Declaration of Independence, statutory law, the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the Ten Commandments, the Holy Bible, and the Holy Quran. See, I'm riding into your understanding on the written word. Jesus rode an ass, an actual donkey, with a coat on fold. See, he was actually fulfilling this. See, I'm going to get Zechariah and telling y'all that I'm riding on a deceptive person, a deceitful liar. And I rode him in the court and then I destroyed him, just like Moses did Pharaoh. See, I just did it with a mountain of evidence, just like Moses did it with water. See, mine is evidence. It's a flood of evidence. So see, is that why they denied our ancestors the right to read and write? But y'all say that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. But I'm saying your ignorance has stolen 15 years of my life. So how are you telling me no weapon formed against me shall prosper when you have allowed these people to take 15 years of my life? And now I'm saying, well, hey, and I will cut off the chariot from Ephraim. See what I'm saying? So that means I cut off your laws from you. You have no laws, right? And then, so look, I will cut off your chariot. So that's the state of Florida. You have no more state. Then I cut off the United States when I took the United States Constitution. See, once I took the Florida Constitution, you had no constitution. You had no harmony. You was done. So you was no longer the United States of America no more. You out of harmony, man. Right? And until you get yourself back and tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, you gonna always be Satan that's commanded by a God, that one with name only, that you then make whatever you needed to make. See, because you can make a lie out of it. You could do. See, but me, I couldn't lie about my God. I had to be about my business. See, now Jesus said he was about his Father's business. See, I'm saying I'm about my business. I started Folk Houses Incorporated. I asked my wife to marry me. So see, she didn't ask me, or she didn't say, well, if you don't marry me, and see, now I asked her, but it was under, I thought she wasn't gonna do it, but she did. But I stood up. I'm like, all right, let's do it. Boom, boom, boom. Now, I'm saying, hey, I was letting her go because I didn't know what I was going to do because I didn't like the work. So I don't like people telling me what to do. I don't like that. But that if you gonna do it, I'm gonna make sure that you got the right to do it. See, you ain't gonna just do it and I don't know that you disrespected me. So now you call me arrogant, but I'm saying, well, what is this? What is Satan? Is he divine? Because they say he an angel. So you saying that I'm arrogant for speaking to Satan in a legal tone? But what are you if you are a righteous man or woman if you won't speak legally to a devil? But hey, but I'm even cutting you off from the scriptures. But anyway, and the horse from Jerusalem. So now the horse is the Constitution away from America, which is now the New Jerusalem. See, America is where you're supposed to be able to come and be godly. You're supposed to be able to give what God wrote on your covenant to the world. See, that's what America is supposed to be, right? But see, when you have the devil in the details, you have King George's spirit in the fabric of your country. So that's why you have to get the king out of the fabric of your country with the Constitution that was founded to remove the king. See, so that's why I'm saying checkmate. See, because in a checker match, right, nobody a king until you get in position. So once I got in position on the checkerboard where it wasn't nobody no king, that's how America supposed to be, where there's no king. You supposed to be able to come here and have your pursuit of happiness, and you got laws that protect you. See, but not in a king mentality. So they playing on a chessboard. So see, on a chessboard, the king is known. Everybody know who the king is. Everybody know who the queen is. See, but on the checkerboard, the king has to protect his queen as well as his children because there's no king. So once I got in a position of kingship on the checkerboard, well, I then should have been a recognized king on the chessboard. How can I be a king on the checkerboard where there's no king? I have made it in court, right? That's the back of the checkerboard where now you're supposed to release my people and show them I'm the king. See what I'm saying? See, but you on a chessboard where you have professed it that you a king. Well, I'm saying, well, you need to come to court where I have proven I'm a king on the checkerboard of democracy. See, in democracy's checkerboard, there is no king. So when you become a king on a checkerboard, you have shown that someone else had a strategy to keep you down, and you had to rise to the level of a king, and you turn a checkerboard into a chess game. See, that's what y'all don't understand. But I done already became a king, but you don't want to recognize the moves. But it don't matter because I already made them. So it don't matter. You're going to find out one day that it's all done. But anyway, and the battle bow shall be cut off, and he shall speak peace unto the heathen, and his dominion shall be from sea even to sea, and from the river even to the ends of the earth. And as for thee also, by the blood of thy covenant I have sent forth thy prisoners out of the pit wherein is no water. Turn you to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. Even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee, when I have bent Judea for me. Fill the bow with Ephraim, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece, and make thee as the sword of a mighty man in the civil and criminal courthouses. in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, as well as inside of the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, as well as on September 20th in 2023 at 7:29 in the morning. But see, no son nor daughter came because they was blinded by religion or atheism, right? But the king came, saw, and conquered nevertheless. So if I have conquered in court, then how would you know what I have conquered out of court if you go into a building with no structure? When Jesus walked into your temples, your churches, your synagogues, and your mosques, he said, because once he walked into the temple, then he walked into every religious entity. He said, you have turned my father's house into a place of merchandise. And I'm saying, well, see, in my house, there was no merchandise. But in your house, you have to pay to enter. See, my children were paid for. See, I had to have insurance so their mother can give birth to them, not in a manger, but in a hospital. It's not the first child. I was in the Navy, but she was by herself. She was in the room by herself, but it was in the Navy. But the second child was born in a private room in Arnold Palmer Hospital, private. She had her own doctor from the time she found out she was pregnant. The same doctor. Boop, 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 boop. So why shouldn't I be proud of myself if you will be proud of me failing? If Satan would rejoice at my failure, why can't I rejoice at my triumph? Right? Because wouldn't at the same time I'm rejoicing over my survival, I'm rejoicing over Satan's failure? But are you now defending Satan? But hold on. Now, I'm going to go get these for my Muslim children, right? Now, this is chapter 109 of the Shihi International Version of the Holy Quran, verses 1 through 6, that now explains to my Muslim children that they shouldn't come after me in their sickness, because the Prophet Muhammad, I am now going and resurrecting him so he can testify for me to you and against your religious teachers. See, because you are the reward. See, because if you can change the mind of a child, you can change the world that the child is in. Because the child has to change its mental condition before it changes its position in the condition that it's growing in. So I am telling you, I come from South Street Projects to becoming a king. So I can show you how to become, maybe not a king, because you shouldn't have to go through what it takes to be the king of all. But you could be a husband to your wife. You could be a father to your children, because that's all I wanted to do. But once you invade my home, you invade my kingdom, and now you have made me appear as I am. See, what happened when you break into a man's soul? Do he not then become legal, historical, biblical, religious, spiritual, financial, mental, and federal? If you have those systems in place, wouldn't he then explode and all of those things to catch you and still go back into a human body and say, nah, did I not defeat you? Now, this is what I'm saying to show my Muslim children that I am Allah. It says, This is chapter 109 in the Sheehy International Version of the Holy Quran, verses 1 through 6, that says, "Say, O disbelievers, I do not worship what you worship, nor are you worshipers of what I worship, nor will I be a worshiper of what you worship, nor will you be a worshiper of what I worship. For your religion and for you is your religion, and for me is my religion." See, so now that's why your religious leader has to come and establish his or her religion in accordance with the Florida Constitution, Section 3, that says religious freedom, there shall be no law respecting the establishment of religion or prohibiting or penalizing the free exercise thereof. Religious freedom shall not justify practices inconsistent with public morals, public morals, peace, or safety. No revenue of the state or any political subdivision or agency thereof shall ever be taken from the public treasury, directly or indirectly, in aid of any church, sect, or religious denomination, or in aid of any sectarian institution. So see, just like Jesus says, see, now you can't ask for no tithe. See, you got to be your lawyer. You got to be just like me. Y'all took all of my money, and I had to go into court and prove and establish my way of life as a religion, so in accordance with Section 3 of the Florida Constitution. Then I also used my Section First Amendment rights given to me in the United States Constitution and the Florida Bill of Rights, and says Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. And the state of Florida, as well as the United States of America, has denied President Tommy Chancey Council Sr. of Four Councils Incorporated this in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. And the United States of America has denied King Tommy Chancey Council Sr. of Four Councils Incorporated this right inside of the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida on February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning, which is why King Tommy Chancey Council Sr. of Four Councils Incorporated is now introducing himself to the world on September 20th in 2023 at 7:37 in the morning.